Welcome back to the next installment of 2 Minute Tuesdays, where each week I'm doing the shallowest of dives into some of AWS's services for those just starting their cloud learning journey. Now this week I'm going to be looking at something I should have looked at in the first episode, but better late than never. We're looking at what even is the cloud. We've heard of it, we've probably used it for things like Dropbox and Microsoft 365, Google Drive, but there is far more to it than that. So let's put 2 minutes on the clock and let's go. Now, in its simplest terms, the cloud is the ability to access data and services from anywhere in the world over the internet. When we talk about things being in the cloud, what we mean by that is that we don't have direct physical access to them like they were in our own home, but instead we're entrusting them to someone else to look after for us. Now, while cloud storage and backup of data is probably what most people think about, things like Dropbox or Google Drive, when it comes to the cloud, there's actually a lot more to it. You may not realize it, but cloud computing is one of the largest parts of it. If you've ever used Google Sheets or Microsoft Office 365, Gmail or Netflix, then you've used cloud computing in some way, shape or form. Behind all of those online services is some kind of computing power. So why bother using the cloud for computing? Now imagine that I have a small shop that I run from my home. I've got a small server that has a database that holds my customer records, orders and stock, etc. That server also runs my website, so anytime someone goes to mike-mcdonald.co.uk, they're sent to my server to view the website. Now this is great until it's not. For example, if my website suddenly goes viral and hundreds of thousands of visitors come to my website for some reason, my small server is not going to be able to cope with that. I'm only used to having 10 visits a day and that's all it's used to. But what if my server fails and I haven't got any backups? Then I'm done. No website, no store, no data. It's over and that would be a disaster. But if I ran my business in the cloud and I have a local backup, no problem, it doesn't have an impact. If the server fails, not a worry. I've set up auto failover, so if something fails, then the cloud provider will automatically provision a new server for me with all of my data backed up. And if I get a sudden influx of customers, because 2 Minute Tuesdays have gone viral, it's not a problem. Auto scaling will automatically grow and shrink my computing power based on the number of customers I have. So my business is safe and scalable. This is the cloud. It's just entrusting your storage and computing needs to another organization who are better placed than you are to run the computing side or storage side of your business. It allows for more elasticity, reliability, and often cost effectiveness. And we're done. Just in time. So wonder no more, the cloud is not floating in the sky, bouncing between satellites. It's just stored away from you, but always accessible by you over the internet. That's what the cloud is, really. Now, I haven't mentioned the hundreds of cloud services, but if you're looking for something to research, you could go and look at SaaS, SaaS, which is software as a service, PaaS, PaaS, which is platform as a service, IaaS, IaaS, which is infrastructure as a service, as these are often outworkings of the cloud. If you've got any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments. And next week, we're going to be looking at AWS's VPC, their virtual private cloud, like a home network, but in the cloud. So thank you so much for joining me as always. If there's anyone you want to share it with who might find it interesting or useful, please do. And I look forward to seeing you next week for 2 Minute Tuesdays.